No, I saw what happened. The three person scene is before the second one, so it went to the next one automatically, and this timer started, but it was everything was muted on that one. So a little mute happened there. Where is my mouse? My mouse is gone. There it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, let me turn that down to the bottom. All right. We here, man. With little technical difficulties, but we did it.
Yes, sir. We are back. Step Brothers Pod. You already know the fucking vibes, man. Yeah, I took a whole little shot of wine. That shit kicked in real nice.
A whole shot of wine? It's okay. Yeah. All right.
The director of The Godfather is his wine. Francis Ford
Coppola.
Let me tell you something. The boy
ain't no bitch.
The boy is bad. Okay?
Ain't no slouch.
Ain't no slouch. Got it at the little convenience store up the street. You know what he's doing. Been serving Italian families.
Italian.
It's just the 50s, bruh.
Shit.
What's good with you though?
Hey, man, just making it through the day.
Yeah.
It's been a day as a parent. I'll tell you that when I got home. Raiden was on a little sugar high, so when he on a sugar high, he don't listen to shit that you telling him. Not a damn thing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, bro. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty par for the course Thursday. I'm ready for this Mother's Day weekend. I got some stuff planned for the wife.
Word.
So,
happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Well, about happy International Mother's Day. You feel me? We have a tradition at my job. We let all the mothers off that day.
Hell yeah, that's tight.
So, I will be working open to close on Sunday, which is fine. I'll go kick it with my mom when I get off. But shout out to all the moms, you know what I'm saying, and all the pairs, you feel me?
And all the pairs.
Shout out to all the pairs. You feel me? But we ready to get into this shit or what, man?
Yeah, man. You want to introduce the guest today?
Reoccurring guest, you know what I'm saying? My dog, you feel me? All the way from Goodwill. You heard Ariel is back. I don't know if we said her name on the last part. I think we fucked up. We weren't supposed to say her name on the last part.
Yeah, I think you accidentally, because she had the mask on and everything, and you kind of said
Yeah, and we were talking about like some NDA type shit with the job or whatever.
Yeah.
And a couple of people was like, "Yo," after that pod, they were like, "Yo, who was that? Was that a stripper?" I was like, "Nah, bro. What the
Was
fuck?"
that a stripper?
Well, I guess it's because she was concealing her identity
Oh, yeah.
for whatever reason.
Well,
But
we're going to throw up on screen in a second. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So yeah, shout out to Ariel. She's back. We're here to talk about the great rap war of 2024.
Yeah. That it's been a year officially since it all started, which sounds nuts. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
But let's get everybody here. We're all here now. Everybody
Hi.
is on the screen.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having me, guys. Why am I can't.
What's
I feel
up?
like every time I lean,
Yeah,
I'm
you
out of the
gotta be.
camera. Hold on.
You want me to zoom you out?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
There you go. Is that
Yeah,
better?
because I just want to lean like this. Yeah,
Okay,
I just want to lean like this.
Lean. You want to lean? All right.
Yeah. Sorry, my desk is very tiny. But thanks for having me.
Well,
I was gonna wear a shiny originally, but that shit was really itchy afterwards. I put it on earlier, and then I was like,
you said you were going to wear a
I'll
what?
just shiesty.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna look like a goon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
It was a Supreme.
Oh well, if it's Supreme, then of course. I thought it was fitting to have Ariel on the pod, discussing the beef for one because we followed it together while we were at work, and she just so happened to end up going to Kendrick's show here in Arlington. What it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
So it was just a full circle moment, her going to the show. And that being his, I guess at the time, it was his highest grossing, that was the highest grossing stop was there. First it was Minneapolis, then it was Arlington. So
yeah. But they did not sell out because I was like walking out and this guy who worked there, he was like, they didn't sell out. They didn't sell out. He was like telling everybody. Like, okay, why do you have to claim it though?
he must have been.
When I went on SeatGeek, there was like only like less than 10 seats left.
Like fresh ones or like resale, or are they like fresh seats? Like
I don't know. I just know that when I looked, like when I had frequently checked it, the seat count would go down.
Okay.
So by the time like the stadium was packed. Like I really did not see. But however, people did start leaving early because of that traffic.
Yeah, of course.
I understand.
Of course.
Yeah.
Overall, how was the show though? The experience?
Yeah.
The experience was actually pretty good because I've been to the stadium multiple times, and I know I originally got that seat because I thought he was going to use the big screen, but he did not, which was kind of a bummer. But I got the big screen, and then I didn't want anyone in front of me, so I got railing in front of me. And yeah, there was nobody in front of me, which was really nice. And that I got to be able to put my phone down and like record the entire thing without like any
interruption. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really nice, and it was pretty funny because there was a t-shirt that said "If This World Were Mine." And the girls behind me, they were like, "Oh yeah, I think Kendrick and SZA have a song called If This World Was Mine, and that's why they have that merch." And I was like, "Why are you here?"
They were probably there for SZA.
Yeah, they were there for SZA.
They had to be young if they said that. They had to be young.
They were white.
Oh, that's all I need to know then. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. There were all types of people there.
It don't matter the age at that point. Funny. They just that was all I needed to hear.
There were police there, and the police were vibing. Like everybody was vibing.
Yeah.
To everything.
What did he come out to? What did he start it off with?
It was a video clip.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I don't even know, because at first, when he first came out, I thought Mustard was gonna open for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, oh, Mustard's gonna come out first. So he started, like, I don't even remember the first song. It had to have been. Oh, it was Whacked Out Murals.
Okay. And so just like the album, okay.
Yeah, it was like that. And then and so he did come out. Yeah. My favorite was probably, he had mixed up I have no idea what this song is called. It's from Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay, how does it go?
The one that's like yak yak yak.
Oh, okay. It was Mad City,
yeah, Mad City.
So, that one he had like basically remixed it with another like song from like another black artist, like a female black artist. I'm not sure what her name is, but I know I saw it like somewhere on TikTok that he had remixed with that song, but it was like really beautiful and elegant, and it was like classy. And the girls that he had dancers with him, and the girls was dancing with, like, to the music. It was very well choreographed. However, I will say SZA had a lot of technical difficulties.
Okay.
Yeah. So she.
I wonder if that was like a stadium problem or.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because she's so like high pitched, but I know the stadium is built to be loud. It's built like because like I went on a tour there one time, and it was like quiet, like they were doing like and then they were like, if you were to clap right here, you would be able to hear that clap around the stadium. And so they made us like do an experiment. And so basically it is made to be loud. So I think her voice and the microphone, it was just really hard. And I was like, damn, she is really like trying not to beat those allegations of her lip singing. But she was having technical difficulties. And but she still tried her, but like she still put on a show, and she just like and whenever they would switch off, they would fix the difficulties, but then sometimes the difficulties would come back. So
that's that's the sound check type issue right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I always think about check. What else? They had like, when SZA would come out, she had a bunch of like ants. Or she had a huge, big ant, and then she had manatees, or what? Not manatees. What are those? Mantis.
Praying mantis. Okay.
Praying mantis. Okay. I was about to say those are okay.
I was like manatee the whales. Yeah, okay. All right. Now we cooking.
No, she had praying mantis, but they were people like on stilts, and they were like walking around, like just going like. They were just walking around, just moving. They weren't really dancing or anything. They were just walking around.
I saw no footage of that.
But
that sounds crazy.
Body is so speedy. Her body is so.
I mean, she paid a good penny for it, so.
So mesmerizing.
Shout out to her doctors and shit. She did show up to Hot Ones dressed as a bug
Yeah, as a
or whatever.
bug. Yeah.
So yes, that
I do
is
remember
her.
that.
That is her.
I do remember
That
that.
is her
Yeah.
bag. So yeah, overall the show was good. It's great. You sent me a video of fucking damn. Now I'm drawing a blank.
Man at the Garden.
Man at the Garden. Told her that was my favorite song off the joint. She sent me
Yeah.
a video. First thing I noticed was like how good it was. Like the phone was still and shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then she told me later on, like
She just posted
got
it up.
Braille
Yeah.
and da 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 da. But
yeah, I literally just have my phone just like because I have a like a MagSafe thing.
Yeah.
And it's like a little holder, and I just like have my phone posted up, and nobody moved or touched anything. But yeah, it was very. When I did first get there when the doors opened because I wanted to get the record the vinyl record, and I did get that, and it was actually pretty funny because me and LJ split up. We he went to the line outside, and I went to a line inside, but the line started outside. The lines were fucking crazy. And so then I get inside the stadium, and I'm texting him. I'm like, "Oh, I'm inside." We get to the line. Then there's this lady, and she's part of the crew that is with the merchandise, and she's screaming. She's like, "Hurry up, hurry up!" She's like, "We're gonna get shut down by the fire marshals if y'all don't hurry up." And she was just so like angry, and there were like people staring at her, and there were people like giving her the stank eye. And so when it came to me and I was in line next, and she was about to like say hurry up, I just ran. I just ran towards her, and then wherever she told me to go, I was there. And then she was just chilling for a second, and I tapped her on the shoulder, and I was like, "Hey, just a question," because I saw her working through in the back too, and I was like, "Just a question. Do y'all still have the vinyls?" And she was like, "Let me go check for you, Mija." And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." And so she went and she grabbed one, and she was like, "I'll save this for you." And she's like, "We're about to sell out." And then I was like, "Bro, can you get me two?" Because I was getting one for my other friend. And she got me two. And
Man, she saved
that
you
was
both
really
of them?
like,
Damn.
yeah, she got me
All
two.
right. Shout out to her.
Dalton.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
She called her Mija, right?
Yeah.
The lady was black, bro.
Hey, Mija. Mija.
I love that shit, bro. I love that shit, dog. Yeah, shout out to whoever that was, bro. She really held it down for real. And she called her Mija. That's so funny.
And she
I
called
be
her
trying to talk
Mija.
Spanish at work. They be like, "Oh, Chris, your Spanish is getting good," and I'll just be like, "No mas, no mas."
No more.
That's all I'll be saying. Okay. So the show was good. You got your vinyls.
Yeah,
You feel me?
show was good. Show was great.
Nobody sat in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to get to the meat and potatoes of why we are here today. I think last week made a year since the whole battle has partaken, and since
Correct,
then,
yeah.
a lot of information has come out. A lot of podcasts have happened. A lot of streamers have spoke. Some music has came out since then from both parties. We still don't really have any details to why now. Like, we know they've been taking shots at each other for years. We kind of know how Drake feels because he's been asked about it more throughout the period of time since Control dropped. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so we still got some unanswered questions ultimately. But since the beef has happened, came and went, and we're kind of in this place, what are y'all's feelings on both artists today? Like, where do y'all stand with each artist and like how y'all view them and everything right now.
Okay, well,
Yeah, go ahead, Dalton.
I
Let's hear it.
You can go first, Dalton.
I mean, mine's kind of boring. I mean, honestly, it didn't really change much for me because how I felt about Kendrick was already like that. Like I already could attest that Kendrick was like that, like already. Like I was like, I'm not saying like if you became a fan afterward, that's like whatever. But I'm just saying like I was like when they were like the muddy TDE, like when he was K Dot, not even like Kendrick Lamar. Like I had overly dedicated. I have it in my room. It's signed. I went to a show with Kendrick when there was 12 people in the room. I remember like the blog era. Yeah, I remember all that shit.
No blend.
And then Chris knows how I feel about To Pimp a Butterfly. Like I have very, very strong attachment to that album. And so like nothing has changed for me on my. This was just like more just like, yo, I don't know.
Confirmation.
You don't want to say Boogeyman, bro. Like he said that multiple times. And then as far as this Drake goes, like I mean, I've never been like a huge Drake guy. Like even like I don't like Take Care, and everybody's like, oh, you're an idiot because you don't like Take Care. Like fine, I don't like the album. No matter what you tell me, I don't like that album. But I've never been a big Drake guy. I do like when Drake be on his rap and shit. I mean, I still even said like Family Matters was like the best shit he put out during the time frame. It just he just didn't have it mapped out the way Kendrick had it mapped out, and now and he thought that his star power was going to push him through. And his fans are still fighting for him to this day. You know what I'm saying? If you got to still argue it a year later, I think you lost. But, and if you have to sue somebody, you lost. That's just another thing. But, at the end of the day, it just kind of confirmed to me that Drake is a persona first. So, and that's just where it's at. Like, now as far as like as like how big he is in the game, like that I could already stamp that. That's a whatever. Like he's one of the biggest artists ever, right? Like I can't get past that. Like that's stamped. But as far as like where we at with the rap, like in like the sport of it, this ain't Meek Mill, okay? We're so it's not Meek Mill, bro.
No, but yeah, keep going.
I'm just saying, as far as like when you get into the trenches to someone who like cares to the degree that Kendrick care, no chance. So, because he's already lost to Pusha T and Kendrick, so, yeah, but nothing. My feelings really have not shifted on either one, to be honest with you. I guess it just made me respect Drake a little bit less, I guess. But it wasn't even the music. It was really just the suing part, and then his fan base drove me crazy.
Both fan bases have been insufferable. I can't say that.
Yes, but
social media wise.
Yes, social media wise, yes. But the Drake fans, like I said, for a year straight, have just been. I don't know how they do it, man. Like they can't. They must. Because the dick will not come out the mouth, bro. It's just in there, and it won't come out. I don't know how else to phrase it.
Yeah, you hit
and
a couple.
It's mostly men, which is really interesting.
Yeah, of course. You hit a couple nails on the head for me. The persona thing is what I didn't pay attention to the most. I feel like
right.
Because of how he started. And even when he started to drift into this like mob mentality, mafioso type shit, like we getting niggas whacked, blah, blah, blah. It still kind of was like, okay, I don't really know what happens in Toronto. So like maybe they are moving like that. You feel me? But the biggest thing for me personally that I had to like come to grips with and accept is like, and this is a maturing like thought. It only takes one time for you to do something for me, for you to be that forever, right? So the whole pedophilia angle that Kendrick took and all the fans uh, have been arguing over, even Drake in the lawsuit, the only physical proof that we have of anything with the minor happening was when he kissed the girl on stage, right? At the House of Blues or whatever, wherever he was. And she clearly stated she was 17. And he was like, "Oh my God, why you look like that? Oh, your breast, and oh, I want to kiss you," and da 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 da. Right? He, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And I remember like when people like first started reposting that video after the battle, like after Not Like Us that came out, people were literally in the comments like, "Well, her dad was in the crowd and her dad took her to the show. Her dad's in the music industry. Like he knows what's up and da 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 da." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like,
that makes it better.
I'm like, "Is this that makes it okay?" Like,
Yeah.
okay. So like, am I gonna like outwardly say that Drake's a pedophile? By definition, I mean, by definition, yes, I have to. That happened. There's video footage. I say is this like like he practices this behavior? I don't know, but it only takes one time to be a pedophile, bro. Whether you're charged for it or not, like you did that shit. I'm sorry, like you did it. Like,
and then the grooming allegations, like he waits till they're.
I don't want to deal with no allegations, bro.
Yeah.
I want to deal with cold, hard facts.
Okay.
You kissed a 17-year-old girl on stage.
And actual factual, he was in Billy Bob Brown's DMs. Actual factual.
That's actual factual. Regardless of the whatever they were talking about, whatever. All I'm saying is, I found out a girl I was trying to get that was 20 years old, and
he did. He was like, "Oh no," he was like, "Oh no, I'm out of here."
I think I was 33. Was I 33 yet? No, I wasn't. I was 32. I was 32 at the time. Okay. But I'm just saying, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, nah.
So, yeah, it'll only take one time for me. And I know that's not how a lot of people choose to go about shit. But like when it comes to things like that, like if you kill somebody, you are then labeled a murderer. It's one person. It don't matter. You're a murderer now, bro. You did that. You're
always a cheater.
Okay, I don't group
that here we go. Here we go.
I don't group that in to the same thing. So
now we're cooking with grease.
Now that for me was like the biggest thing. Like you making a spectacle of this shit, bro. You did it. Regardless of dad being it. Not for nothing, they say the women R. Kelly was dealing with, that their parents to some extent was on board. To some extent. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck that the dad was there, bro. You should know better. You feel me? So that was that. And then
should have shook her hand and kissed her hand and moved on. Yeah.
But as far as the actual raps go, there has been like absolute misrepresentation of what like lyrics and bars are.
Yeah.
It like really upsets me when people were like, Drake's second verse on Family Matters is the best verse out of all this. And I'm like, that bothers me so much. I'm like, how are we grading this thing? Like, is it because of like how? I don't know how. I know based off of what I'm grading, I would say
Euphoria, right?
Second, third verse Euphoria, second verse Not Like Us. Those are like very big to me. Go ahead, Ariel. I'm sorry. Say it. All right, go.
I was gonna say, I think it's just like the grading scale. Like I think I'm pretty dumb when it comes to like music industry and like social media, because one, I don't have that stuff. And so whenever like when the beef happened, I wasn't like paying attention to the music. I definitely I listened to good music and stuff, but I wasn't like putting two and two together. Like I was just like, oh, this is some good ass music. And so when First Person Shooter came out, I just remember seeing it on YouTube and I was like, oh, okay, like that's a good video, whatever. And then when you came in to Goodwill, when you came into Goodwill and you're like, yo, Future dropped an album. And I was like, oh, really? Like, I don't have anything, I don't have any clue about this stuff. And so you're like, yeah, but I heard like Kendrick diss Drake. And I'm like, no way. And then I listened to it and I'm like, oh, shit. And then I'm like, okay, so I guess that's gonna happen. And then Drake, well, so that's what I was gonna say. Or today, went back and listened to Drake's songs because I don't even remember listening to them. That's the thing is like I don't remember. I don't have them saved. I don't have them because they're not great. I don't want to listen to them. And so I listened to Push Ups, and I was like, okay. And like Drake is doing pretty good, but as battle rapping. But I'm just like, all right. And then when he did Family Matters, that's when I was like, oh, okay, that's good. But Euphoria was like Chef's Kiss. Like, it was just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when Euphoria. But the thing is, I remember when all this stuff was coming out, it was difficult for me to understand what was going on because I know that Push Ups dropped, then Kendrick dropped. Oh, no, Push Ups dropped, and then Family Matters dropped, and then
no, it was
the Grams dropped.
Drake dropped
Push Ups, and then he had that AI song that they had to take down because of the Snoop Dogg and Tupac AI.
Yes,
where he was talking about Kendrick's taking too long to respond.
I didn't listen to that song. Yeah, I didn't even listen to that.
Yeah,
and then he did the Buried Alive.
So many drops. It was hard for me to keep up with, but I think that's what on the grading scale, like even though I'm not that well educated, I think that I already know who is the best at this. And plus, I guess now when I listen to Drake, I'm like, you know, I just like the songs that keep making me dance, you know, waving my hand.
And when be no threat.
And yeah. And so, but I just really don't enjoy listening to him as much, especially with the whole lawsuit too. And with Kendrick, I mean, I just honestly want to go back and just like listen to his music and see like what I was missing back then.
And see, that's what to me that is where the divide happens. Like if someone is so good where you're like, I need to listen to the old shit, that is a different level of like kind of like musicality. Like I don't like for me, I don't see someone listening to like a Drake song and be like, I need to hear them old albums, bro. Like I need that. I need to hear it. Kendrick definitely is one of those people that for sure does that. I think that's kind of the divide that also we don't talk about as well, because for sure.
Another thing about the lyrical aspect about the battle for me is that Drake had no real angle to attack Kendrick on. Even if you go back and listen to he's short and his shoe size and the Beat Your Wife. It had a little life to it because
for 20 minutes.
Then Your Kid Might Not Be Yours, that had a little life too, but the shit he said about Rocky was a little bit more like, God damn, even the Metro shut your whole ass up and make some drugs. Like that was like, okay, that was fire for a little
Yeah,
bit. You
no,
know what I'm saying?
that part was hard.
But yeah, as far as him focusing his attention on Kendrick, like he didn't have anything. And if it's true that he really put money out to get info on Kendrick out, especially coming from California and how they politic out there, yeah, I wouldn't let up off him either, because that could have went very bad for not only Kendrick but the people that's affiliated with him, his family, whatever the case may be, because it's just a different thing out there. And Drake doesn't. He's not aware enough to know that. Like that's like, hunger for like that's.
Was gonna lose it. He could have lost his life over this beef.
Yeah, anybody close to Kendrick could have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for Kendrick, I think, yeah, I'm gonna go as far as I can without physical violence because of what you did. You know what I'm saying? There's a cause and reaction or whatever. So as far as the lawsuit goes, when that happened, I think majority of the people, rather you just were there to appreciate the music or you were on either person's side. Once the lawsuit happened, I think a lot of people were like, okay,
yep,
this is okay.
That was kind of like the period point, right? That's kind of when you knew oh, the music, the fun is over. Like now we're in a territory where we don't want to be a part of. Right. Like, it's like this is because, like I said, once something either like there's two ways to end it, right? Like the physical part happens or the legal part, and so one of the two happens is pretty much the end. Like, because if you get your ass beat, you kind of lost, right? And then if you have to sue somebody, generally you lost.
You kind of lost. And the whole angle Drake is suing the label is
because he can't sue Kendrick.
If you sue Kendrick, that's the ultimate like this hurts you. You know what I mean? Huh? What'd you say, Ariel?
Like, he's like, I said he's a bitch.
Oh yeah, 100%. Even though we know that's what he is doing, wants to do.
Yeah.
Every time they like amend the lawsuit or whatever, it gets clearer and clearer. Like you definitely want to sue Kendrick. Like, but you can't. You want to. Yeah. But you can't. You can hide it under the guise of like you're in negotiations with the label and all that shit. And all the people that were like, oh, this could be Drake suing the label. This is big. Like Prince and Mike couldn't do that. And where are all those people now? Where they at? I ain't heard from them niggas in months. Like, where are they at? Because he was doing it for hip hop, right? This is for the music industry. Everybody's going to win, right?
I told Chris, that is when we talked about this shit.
At, bruh?
When we talked about this shit when the lawsuit dropped, however many months ago that was.
Yeah.
That is one of the first things I said. I said, you motherfuckers are delusional thinking he doing this shit for fucking y'all. Like in hip hop. Talk about I'm doing something for the culture. No, the fuck you're not. Like, what are you talking about?
Where are y'all niggas at, bruh? I ain't heard Rory, Ma. I ain't heard none of the niggas that was
no, you heard Ma. Ma won't shut the fuck up.
I'm saying as far as praising the move goes.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard them bring that up again. Which lets me know either no, it's only one thing. They realize it again, it was for self. Like, oh, this ain't what that is for real. And I can't see how anybody with some type of credibility that was championing the move isn't kind of walking that back now like, yo, this is crazy. Never in my Rakim versus fucking Big Daddy Kane or KRS-One versus whoever and Nelly Hov versus Nas, 50 versus John, whoever you want to bring up, bruh. This has never happened before. And the fact that it was a biracial nigga is insane to me, bruh. Cause the whole history of my life, nigga, they always like these light skinned niggas soft, bruh. These light skinned niggas soft. And I was like, damn, for real. And Drake was proving all these years later, bro. Here you go, Drake, proving them right, bro.
He's not
Never in a
even
million
American.
years. He's not even American, bro. God damn it. So ultimately, bro, what were you finna say?
No, I was gonna say like, but so this all happened a year ago. Like I'm just like still baffled. Like what is like I put in the title. What now? Like what are we doing now? Like what happens next? Right? Like what? Because Kendrick hasn't stopped.
I just want to see. Yeah, I want to see him finish off his tour, but I feel like he is gonna release more music. But definitely, I don't know if it's on this tour or I was gonna say, so you know, like when he pauses in Whacked Out Murals.
Oh, the part where the music cuts out? Yeah.
Yeah, but where he finishes those verses, and he finished those verses when I was at the concert.
The show? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did he say?
So I have it on video. I'm not sure what he said.
Okay.
But I know that he finishes verses.
Fuck, bro. My camera's tripping. Okay, y'all keep going. I'm sorry.
Chris. You gotta stop. You gotta stop the gesture control. You gotta stop it.
Can I turn my camera off right quick while I'm on here, just so I can get it straight?
You can turn the camera off. Yeah, the mic won't cut off. Anyway,
But I know that I've been like watching a lot of like YouTubers like No Life Jack or Screwface, and they've been talking about like they think that he's gonna drop soon.
So like a follow up, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. That would be really cool.
I mean, I don't doubt it. His momentum has been absolutely insane. Like,
yeah,
he had beef. He dropped an album, did the fucking Super Bowl. Now he's on a tour that's just continuously breaking records. Stadium tours. Yeah, he performed in Charlotte in the rain the whole time. So like, he's on a run right now. Drake had to do a show in Australia to get out of this motherfucker. So like, he had to do a tour in Australia,
and then he canceled his tour.
Mm-hmm.
For that doesn't make sense to me for scheduling conflicts when you had a whole tour booked.
He doesn't want to see the numbers compared to Kendrick's right now. Is what it is. That's what he doesn't want. Because the first thing that would happen is, I know they're on tour too, so they're gonna every city is gonna be like, let's see what the numbers were, right? Like stacked up against it. And right now, it doesn't look very pretty. Because he's having these arenas, all these arenas saying A minor, like every arena is screaming this shit out loud. So, and Drake and SZA are stopping. I mean, Kendrick and SZA are stopping in Toronto. So there is a show there. That is the one I'm waiting to see the highlights from. I have to see what happens in this show.
For Oakland, and then that Toronto. Those two I'm waiting for because I want to see how he turns up in his own city.
Oh, it's gonna go
crazy. And then,
he will be in Canada June 12th.
Ooh, okay.
He got 2 dates, June 12th and 13th.
Oh, he doubling back, Chris? Damn.
Yeah, man.
That is. See, it's stuff like that where I'm like, this man ain't never gonna take his shit off the neck, bro. Like he really. So what do you think? What do you think happens next, Chris? What do you think happens? Do you think this lawsuit has any legs, or is this shit just gonna continue to go?
I know that recently UMG has filed like a motion to I know that UMG's on top right now.
Mm.
I know they recently just filed like a motion to do something, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think it has any legs. Like we said at the beginning, all the Twitter lawyers and whoever. It's really hard to prove defamation of character or whatever the case may be. UMG, what they filed today or yesterday, or maybe it was today, maybe it was yesterday. They basically just explained what a rap battle is and how far it goes, how far it could go. And they listed several examples from
his side.
Barstool had did something
Oh no.
With Michael Rappaport, and Michael Rappaport had ended up trying to sue them for defamation, and that case got dismissed. I know that was mentioned. I want to say something like an actual rap actually got mentioned, but I can't recall right now. But basically, that was part of it. Then they also mentioned the fact that Drake told Kendrick to use the information about the PDF pedophile shit. So, yeah, I don't think it really has any legs for real. As far as what I think happens next, it's hard to say, honestly. I don't have any expectations for either one of them for real. I just want to hear whatever they have to offer. Yeah, I'm curious. Interesting enough, though, I woke up this morning getting ready for work, and I listened to Charged Up. And I was like, man, that's a whole nother Drake, bruh. Like, that was a whole nother Drake, bro.
It was Meek Mill.
Yeah, but this is when you said that earlier, and I was like, I was like, I did that because I was like, he took Meek super serious. Maybe, I don't know why. But he took Meek super serious.
Well, no, look, also, like what it ties in exactly what you said earlier. He had more ammo for Meek than he had for Kendrick.
Okay.
Me, look, as good of a rapper as Meek is, one thing I hate saying this every time, Chris. You make me do this. He is not the brightest crayon in the box. We know this. Okay? He can rap his ass off, but he's done a lot of dumb shit and questionable shit too.
At that time, though, I can't say so.
But he had, look, and also at this point, that was Drake's like cocky era, right? Like that was literally when we were starting to get a lot of the more, like braggadocious raps from him. And I'm telling you, he just had the leg up, and he kind of did like the whole his rollout was way better in that beef than it is on the one he just did. He got one upped every time during this one. This time, he basically Meek Mill's whole thing was like, you got ghostwriters, and then so he was like, okay, bet. And then he did Charged Up, which is basically what it says. He's charging up for the rest, and then you saw what happened with Back to Back.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That beef in particular, I was edge of my seat the same way I was for this, but that one I was like, okay, because Meek can actually go.
But Back to Back ended that shit. That was like
very quick.
There was no coming back from that.
Yeah, very, very quick.
How old were you?
Huh?
How old were you when that happened?
Mid-20s?
Yeah, maybe.
It was like 26, maybe?
Yeah, very young.
That's crazy.
Probably 20.
Crazy.
Probably 20.
I was
turned 27. I turned 27 when we had the apartment.
I'm pretty sure that was like 2016 though, right? 2016, 2017? Here, I'll
2015, 16, yeah.
I'll look it up right now.
But yeah, that was a totally different man at that time.
It was released on July 29th, 2015.
Yeah,
So I was
figured it.
25.
Yeah.
Like
So,
thinking back, what was I doing?
how old were you?
Yeah, how old were you in 2015? You were in high
I was in
school?
high school,
Okay.
and it was 2015. I
Damn.
was 16.
Oh my gosh.
Um.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, Drake was what, and that whole thing, like Drake is very calculated and he's
Battle
cynical, he's
tested. Someone said he's battle
maniacal.
tested. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that guy didn't show up this time, and at all. Like he did not show up. Um, that was what was more disappointing. I was scared, bruh.
You were scared.
Initially, yeah, because it did take Kendrick a while. I didn't know how he was going to approach it. If he was, you remember, you and Khalil called me at work and told me he had dropped Euphoria.
Yes.
So I was like, what the fuck is this? But leading up to that, I was like, oh my God, like this shit is Drake
You were
dropping.
shifting.
He was trolling.
Man,
I
I
was
told Chris,
like,
I said, Chris, stop what you're doing. Listen to this song, call me back.
I went into the trailer, earphones in, bruh. I think I played it twice before I called y'all back. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is Then I played it on the loudspeaker. Then I told Ariel, like, yo, this nigga is going crazy, bruh. Going crazy. And then to get on Twitter just to see everybody's reaction, bro.
Like, no hard line was done that day. You're like on the phone. You're like,
I was like,
he's too invested.
Dog. Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. Yeah, it was too much. Even in GNX, the subtle shots that he's taking about the situation on GNX was still like like stuff that I'm still catching, like on damn, what is that song? The one with Dodie Six. I'm started to see spaces. Yeah, hey now. He was like, the Black Noah, I just strangled me a goat. Like little shit like that. I'm like, he's still like stepping on this nigga, bro. It's crazy. Insane, dog.
I just like what I just said, like where do we go from here, right? Like
I don't know, dog.
Because my real question is, because we can move that Party Next Door and Drake went aside, because like that was just like some for the ladies Valentine's Day shit. I'm talking about this next Drake project. Like I said, Chris, it either is gonna be some shit or it's gonna be some ass. So that's what we need to see where we're going here. Like what's gonna happen.
I need him to put Boy Wonder on ice and unthaw 40. That's what I need to happen.
If 40's up to it, like I know his health is whatever.
Health wise, yes, of course. But I know he got some shit just sitting collecting dust. Brush that shit off, bruh. Actually write some songs. Make the music we know you can make. Because doing this quick microwavable, I could get a quick bop shit coming from you is not what is going to get the job done at this point.
Because like no one's talking like that album came and went, right? The Party in his album like this came and went. Like it's like it was kind of like I was like, oh, it was there, right? Like it happened, right? Mm-hmm. Like I completely forgot.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to gain some steam somehow. I just don't know where he goes from here, right? I know he's focused on this lawsuit, but where does he go from here musically? And because we really haven't heard much from his peers either. That's what's also interesting. Like a lot of their contemporaries are not really kind of getting into it. Like I know they want to. Like I want to hear some thoughts, right? I don't want to hear from Kanye. I'm tired of hearing from Kanye. He hates everybody and he's out of his mind. Like RIP to the old Kanye. He's gone forever. But I want to hear some from the contemporaries out here. I want to hear what they got to say, but no one is saying anything. And it's really
It's too close to home for real, bro. It's too close
Has
to home.
They don't want to hurt their pockets, but
has ASAP Rocky like not performed at festivals and like has said things about like the big three and stuff like that. I've seen videos.
Yeah, he performed at Coachella, and he was like, he mentioned something about Kendrick and Drake, and it ain't about them; it's about him, or something along those lines. But yeah, I don't think nobody wants to because
They're scared.
it's like what Dalton said. Like, I think a lot of people sat back and watched what happened, especially via social media. Like, there wasn't any male artists that had stands to the level of like a Lady Gaga or a Nicki or a Cardi or a Beyonce. Now Kendrick and Drake do, and
yeah,
like
yeah,
they're ruining people's lives. So it's
yeah,
like
they are.
I'm not fit to get involved with no male groupies, bro. I'm just not. Like, I think anybody like on Drake's side or even on Kendrick's side, they'll say like little subtle things like Kendrick's side, like, West Coast, like, we won. Already know we did what
Yeah.
we did. Whoopty whoop. I think on Drake's side, they'll be like, I'm riding with Drake. That's all they'll say, and then like keep the conversation moving forward. But as far as getting into the weeds of it, hell no.
But see, the problem I'm having like with the whole like side thing is like everybody on Drake's side is just streamers and like internet personalities, and then Kendrick's side is just TDE, right? Like, and
The West
so
Coast.
yeah, right. But everybody else has been kind of quiet. But yeah, I just don't. I what I'm saying, like from another year from now, I wonder where we'll be after all this, because obviously Kendrick's tour will be over by then.
Yeah.
He, as Ariel said, he might have another album by then, by next year.
Of course.
So
Of
like,
course he will. I'm
what like
interested to hear another Baby
I think
Keem
he also
album.
has to keep up that momentum of I'm the best.
yeah, I mean,
I don't think he got to prove that no more. I think he did.
No,
did
but like, I mean, besides like, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what else he could do besides release more music. But even then, I would not want him to release like music all the time.
yeah, I don't think he's on that type of time, because if you look at his like release schedule, it's always been very broken up. Like, cause I'll be very surprised if he drops. I mean, he might want to because of his run is crazy right now. So, and he might have enough music in the tuck where he'd be like, I can unload one more for y'all before I go in my hibernation again and take some time off to be with my wife or whatever. So, yeah, I'm very, and like Chris, the Baby Keem thing, I have no idea, bro. I just
It was
don't
reported that Kendrick was in the studio today, like in New York.
With Baby
He was
Keem?
like, no, that he was just like on his way
That's
to
what
the studio.
I'm saying. Like, I don't know about
Also
Baby
been
Keem, bro.
reported that Drake has been in the studio as well. So,
well, good. I want them to make music. I want to see where this goes. But I want to get away from the lawsuit. I want to get it back to, let's course correct and just get back to the vibes, man. And just go back to what you're doing best, man, and just, y'all will never be okay with each other, and that's okay.
There has been a rumor that Kendrick had asked for the fade and Drake turned it down.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
And then academics came out and said Drake ain't turned down no fades. Matter of fact, let's run it. Let's set it up right now. I'll put my reputation on the line. I guarantee Drake ain't turning down no fades. So,
Chris, I need you to understand that name is banned on this show.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
I do not want to hear a word that fuckboy has to say about anything.
All right, bro. My bad.
He is literally probably top 3 most hated people for me. I detest that person.
My bad, big dog.
I don't even want to say his name. I'm just gonna say I'm that person, that motherfucker right there. I hate the. He is one of the worst, if not the worst.
I'm just saying. I think that would be interesting.
What if they just shoot the fair one? Yeah, great. Yeah. Let's. Is that something we want to see though? Like they gonna put up pay per view? We gonna watch the fight?
No, I don't want to see it. I just let it be one of those rap lore.
It's like one. But if it happened, there's no way that we wouldn't get the result. Like who's gonna hold that in? There's no way they're just going into a warehouse and they're gonna come out and be like, "It happened." Like it's not happening, bro.
All those people that were at the club that night when J. Cole and Diddy got into it. I mean, we've heard whispers, but only now are we just starting to get what actually happened.
Yeah, but this is too high profile. That's there's no way we wouldn't know the result of and they would have injuries on their body if they actually fought, right? Like
yeah, but shit.
Drake is light skinned. He would have bruises and shit if he got
He ain't gotta be seen.
Okay. I
don't
see how this we would not know, is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
So you might as well make a dollar off it. Put up pay per view. I'll turn it
makeup.
Yeah,
they got makeup.
But if he had a swole eye though, he will be like, I'm all right. I didn't fight. But yeah, I don't know. But I don't think they're gonna do that, Chris. I don't think they're gonna shoot the fair ones, man. I don't think we're gonna see that ever.
Probably not.
And whenever they return to because there's gonna be a point where we're back to award shows.
Run into each other?
They gonna have to like that, like at least be in the same building because like.
No, I don't see that.
So they're just not going to be in the award shows? Like, they're just foregoing the Grammys of all time now? Like, he's never going to go again?
Well, Kendrick just won 5. Drake was nowhere to be found.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So you think Drake's never going to go back there? Like, because Kendrick's always going to be there.
Another album, right, next year. Or whatever. And Drake, what if, I don't know. But that means Drake would have to have a really good album. But I don't really see that happening.
I mean, say they're both nominated for Best Rap Album of the Year. You think Drake's not going to show up to the Grammys?
Well, first and foremost, you have to submit your album. And I don't think Drake submitted an album in some time. I think maybe her loss, but I think more because 21 would have had an opportunity to win. And I don't really think Drake does industry events anymore either. So
okay.
I honestly don't think they'll run into each other.
Okay.
And if they do,
Godspeed.
You know what I'm saying? Squabble up. You feel me? Like,
I can't wait till like they're like 60 and then they bring this back up again.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Because they're going to want to talk, man.
Yeah, and they're going to have like all the background stuff. And
yeah, they're going to want to talk.
Yeah, it's going to be
interesting. When they get that age Quincy Jones got when he was talking about, do you like polka music or whatever the fuck? Like, when they get Quincy Jones' age when he did that interview,
yeah,
and set the world ablaze.
Nah, Eddie Murphy was having all them fucking stories when he hit a certain age. He was talking about he met Sammy Davis and Sammy Davis was a devil worshiper and all this stuff. Like, he was like that boy was on coke 24/7, just telling all this type of shit. But
I got the Rat Pack picture right there. I know y'all can't see it, but it's on the wall.
That shit still. Sure. I was like, Chris, is that the Rat Pack? It's like, why do you have that shit?
Hey man,
you don't give a fuck about the Rat Pack, bro.
Look, I did it my way, bro. You feel me? That's all I can say. I did it my way.
Okay. Well, do you have any more thoughts on Kendrick and Drake?
Not at this time. No. Ariel? No. Dalton, you got any more thoughts?
Just that I want to hear more music, man. That's it.
It's all I want. Always about the music. Well,
and go see Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts. Oh, it was good.
It was good. Yes.
I'm gonna try to go see it one day.
I was trying to wait to talk about it until when Chris saw it. So like, go see
I'm gonna
it.
go see it, man. I'm gonna go see it, man. I'm gonna go see it for sure.
Awesome. I still need to go watch Sinners or whatever that is.
Definitely watch that first. I'll say that. Sinners is still the best movie I've seen all year, hands down.
Alrighty.
All right, Ariel. Thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure. Okay, Dalton. Same black time, same black channel. You heard? Thank everybody for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? It's been another one of them ones.
And you gotta say the
peace, fuckers.
There you go. Or I thought you said peace, jiggeries. All right.